Every abuse has a scar, and every scar tells a story. A story that says, I survived. Being a survivor myself, I seek a world where women are able to recreate their stories against all odds and make their lives beautiful. I want to spread the awareness and connect with many women to motivate and inspire them to break the silence, speak out, and save lives. I have recently launched Project RASA, Rise and Shine Again, a fitness boot camp for a cause, a tool to empower women to build physical strength, strengthen both the body and mind, build self-esteem and confidence, connect with fellow survivors to rebuild a better you and to build a stronger community. This video is the launch of a domestic violence awareness education series where I will be covering a series of topics such as what is domestic violence, what are the signs and patterns, what are the different types of domestic abuse, recognizing that you are in an abusive relationship, the impact of abuse on children and youth, and survival and rising again after abuse. Today, we kick off Series 1. What is domestic abuse and violence? Domestic violence is a very disturbing topic, one that is not widely understood, discussed, and shared. Domestic violence happens to everyone, all races, religions, income, education, social, economic levels and backgrounds. It's everywhere. 85% of all victims of domestic violence are women. Don't become one of them. Typical victims know nothing about domestic violence, its warning signs, or its patterns. Sadly, domestic abuse happens in relationships of trust, intimate, close, interdependent, long-term relationships, in families. The last place you would want to or expect to see domestic violence. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men suffer from domestic violence in their entire lifetime. Domestic violence has several stages, and it's important to understand the signs. The first stage is to charm the victim and make them feel in control. Really build that trust factor. Secondly, you start isolating the victim and start breaking their support system, so they're no longer meeting their friends or family to lean back on. And finally, introduce the threat of violence and see how the victim reacts. How much are they going to take that violence? It all starts with that one single incident, that one slap, one choke, one push, one knock, until the frequency of abuses keeps increasing and the victim starts fearing death. Did you know, on average, 2 women are killed per week by their partner or ex-partner in England and Wales? And yet, women are afraid to leave. It's a very heavy price to pay to be abused by the one you love. It's like the frog sitting in tepid water and boiling to death without even realizing. But when you realize that the man you love so much is going to kill you and your children if you let him, it's time for you to break the silence, speak out, tell everybody, your police, neighbors, strangers even, friends, family. Reach out and you will get the help. There are many social services as well that help both the victims and the perpetrators. All you need to do is break the silence and reach out. It could happen to anyone right now. A mother, daughter, sister, friend, neighbor, children. We need to speak out. We are not going to solve this problem if we don't talk about it. People think domestic violence is a woman's issue, But actually, it's not. We cannot solve this problem if we do not engage men. Fathers looking out for their daughters, and brothers protecting and watching out for their sisters. Let us create a culture where people have the tools to speak up and abusive behavior is unacceptable. Let us break this cycle of violence. Reach out for help. One of the many great things Martin Luther King had said, "In the end, what will hurt us the most is not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends." There's been an awful lot of silence with people completely ignoring and not being aware of domestic violence. It's time to change that. And it's not just women, but we need more men to come out and break the silence. It is also about educating our youth at an early age and empowering our women. Teach our daughters to be fearless. Teach our sons to respect our women. It's about protecting our children and healing the ones that have been abused and hurt. Let us spread the awareness and save lives. Together, we can keep our families safe and peaceful and create stronger and happier communities. Thank you.